Well, anyways, so before anything starts, congratulations! The entire party has leveled up. You're now level 7 bard and level 7
Oh,
druid. So congratulations on that. Don't you don't have to rush your character sheet right now, but if
ah,
you do have time, please update your character sheet and do not worry about short rest, long rest, all those things because you will have all that at the end of today's episode, which is depending on what you want to do. It's going to be it's either going to be quite a lengthy process, or it's going to be extremely short.
Okay.
So yeah,
mm,
so good thing, bad things, depending on how you want this story to progress. All right, so everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right,
mm.
everybody got their asses seated in a comfortable chair.
I don't have a chair.
You don't have a. Are you standing?
I'm sitting on my bed.
Oh, you're sitting on your bed. Jesus, poor thing. Anyway, so well, that's a good thing, bad thing slash bad things, good things. So we will ignore that. But all right, let's do this. Last we left off after the initial expedition within the deep dark caverns and tunnels underneath the village of Moonwood. The three adventurers of the Warped, along with their companion Ilanya, stealthily traverse to the storage of the hive. There, only rotten goods and rancid food awaits, and much to their horror, Carlos and Ilanya disappeared under unknown circumstances. While planning a retreat, they met the investigating Typhel, the village elder, who, after restoring the party's casting ability, left alone to infiltrate the heart of the hive. Unbeknownst to him, Eisen and White follow suit with the aid of magic. There, deep under the woods of Moonwood, stands Yolanda Reyes, wife of Typhel Reyes. After a brief confrontation, Yolanda successfully charmed Typhel, to which the party steps in to intervene. White successfully dispelled the charm on Typhel while Eisen grappled Yolanda to prevent her from doing any action. Convinced that this is not his wife's doing, Typhel casts a powerful druidic magic to restrain Yolanda, who is indeed possessed by the Hasalak Kori, now calling for his minions. However, things took a devastating turn when Typhel is mortally wounded and later killed, while the Kori possesses White and push Eisen to the corner, using White's body not only as a spell casting vessel, but also as a human meat shield. When all hope seems lost, a blast of arcane force blasts the Kori out of White and pushes it back to where it belongs. Thorendo Cephalion showed up in the nick of time. Upon seeing the corpse of Typhel and the unconscious Yolanda, he quickly carries the two out for treatment, leaving the two exhausted, almost defeated adventurers to their own. And this is where we picked up from our last standing point, as the two of you were sitting down, catching your breath, thinking back on all the coincidence and luck and the dismay that has just transpired in this as you look around a small cave of yours. So, our dear travelers of teleportation, what would you like to do?
Okay, let's look around this cave.
Alright,
Sure.
so do you want to search this cave?
Oh.
Okay. One moment. Just one moment. Sorry. All right. So, the two of you, go ahead and give me either a investigation or perception check.
I will go for a investigation.
All right, Eisen investigation, and
Me too.
all right, Eisen and
Oh, bro. Oh, 10.
okay, 10,
I got a 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you walk around this room. It doesn't seem like there's much around here. With those rows, I would say that you do manage somewhere around this corner. You found a left untouched what seems to be a pouch of some sort. If you want to pick it up, you can certainly go ahead and do so.
A pouch of some.
A pouch. It seems like a pouch of some sort with some content in it. You're not sure what yet.
Let's take a look.
All right, so you want to pick it up? All right, so you pick it up from the familiar texture of coin, of metal, and the clanging of metal. You determine this is some sort of gold pouch. And if you open the gold pouch, you will discover that you have just found 25 gold and 17 silver pieces.
17.
So 25 gold pieces and 17 silver pieces. You can go ahead and add it to your inventory, or if you want to split it up, you can do so at a later time.
Okay.
All right. So, as you look around, this is just like the rotten goods storage area. It seems like a very normal place. You have dim lighting, which actually, do you have the globule of light out?
Yeah, it's out.
Okay, so you have the globule of light out, so actually you can see most of where this cave is. You can see there are like moss growing over some place, and you can see there are actually luminescent fungus of sort that is surrounding the cave. Now that it is fully illuminated, you can see as you are a druid, so you can determine that these things are naturally grown. Nothing really magical about them. Sometimes they can be useful for certain types of potions or elixir of some sort, or natural remedy. But for any kind of major use, not really.
I would cut it a little bit.
Okay, so you're gonna pick something up.
Yeah.
Some of these fungus, correct? Or moss?
Yeah. Fungus.
Okay, so please mark down that in your inventory you have some luminescent fungi.
Okay.
The amount would be up to you. How much you need. So, anything else you want to do?
Not much. Wait, you got anything to do? Wait, you there?
Hello, I'm here.
You got anything to do
And
in this case?
can
So-
we just walk to here and take a look.
All right. There's nothing.
Oh. Okay. Oh, by the way, I think White now don't want to talk to Eisen because he do apologize for the things he's done.
Oh, so White does not want to apologize to Eisen?
No, he do apologize to Eisen.
Oh, he
Therefore,
want to.
he don't want to. He
Go
don't
ahead.
want to talk to Eisen.
Oh, he does not want to talk to Eisen because he's
Yeah.
apologetic.
Yeah.
All right. So you I would say at this instant, Eisen, go ahead and roll a wisdom. Actually, no, insight check. DC 15 to see if you know what's going on.
Okay.
DC 15 insight check.
Insight check. I got a 12.
You see, you see, White is just purposefully looking away from you, and you don't know what's going on. You think maybe he is, I don't know, maybe. Oh Jesus! I try not to punch him, but I did punch him a few times. Maybe he is mad at me. Oh no! Eisen now thinks White is mad at him. Oh, this is
no.
great. I love insight checks. All right, go ahead. So, continue, please. By the way, both of you lose your temporary hit points, because it is now. All right. So, what else do you want to do?
It's awkward.
It is very awkward. You see tensions between the two of you. One of you thinks you're mad at him. The other one also thinks you're mad at him. Yeah, the two of you both think you two are mad at you. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna call it. Go ahead. White, please. White, go ahead and make a insight check against Eisen as well. DC 15 as well.
Oh, 20.
20.
A net 20. Not a 30-20.
Right. All right. So 20. Yeah. You, White, you know Eisen has mistaken you, and things that you're mad at him. You know that.
Okay.
Just judging by the eye gazes, you are a bard. You are masterful at interpreting these expressions. So yeah, that's the information you know. Why is it turning into a soap opera? What the hell?
I don't know. I feel so freaking guilty.
So
I guess we done here.
Yeah.
still very awkward, by the way.
Obviously. So we should go, should we?
We should go to outside, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So- and you run so fast.
All right. So the both of you return
Return
to the surface?
ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I assume that both of you return back to Moonwood.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Oh wait.
One moment.
The sausage was disappeared, right?
What disappeared?
The sausage monster.
Sausage monster? Everything disappeared.
Oh. We don't even have the evidence like we end up these things.
Hmm?
We don't have evidence to tell people.
Well, this is going to be a problem that you will have to.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, you return back to the surface through all the way through the tunnel, all the way back. Come out of the barn, and yeah. And you return. Where do you go? So now you have emerged from the bar.
Is the people still in panic?
Oddly enough, when you're up here, you don't see or hear anyone.
Let's.
It's awfully quiet on the streets of Moonwood.
Oh, go to general supply.
Okay, you go to General Supply. Well, this barn-like architect is still there, and when you go and push the door opens, and you're greeted once again by this dimensionally expanded, extra-dimensional space of the inside of General Supply, where you can see racks upon racks of goods and trebuchets, all kinds of weaponry, armor, equipments, and you can see at the supposedly not so far, but illogical distance away, you can see where Thorando Cephalion would be. There is now a gorgeous, beautiful looking elven woman in his place. So what do you do?
I woke up and asked her about Friendo.
Go ahead.
Lady, could I ask about Friendo? Is it here or?
My apologies, dear customer. Our business is currently under maintenance. Please wait a moment. And you see, go ahead and anyone who is proficient in Arcana, please go ahead and roll a Arcana check.
Okay. I got a 19.
Okay, 19. This is a very simple spell effect. Basically, this is a hologram. It's a use of it's an alternative use of the spell Magic Mouth, or a combination of Magic Mouth and Silent Image, basically. So every time there's someone approach and try to speak to this image of some sort, it will play back a message, which in this instance, this particular message.
I guess we have to go out.
You can see back behind the counter, the door swings open, and Ferrando actually steps out. And, oh, well, you two are here. Come in, and gesture you towards him. And the countertop actually, one part of the countertop slides open, and you now have a free passage towards the back of the counter.
So I followed it, Friendo.
Okay. White, do you follow as well?
Yeah, I
All right.
follow.
So I would assume the two of you are now doing the same thing, taking the same action, unless I've been told otherwise. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So the two of you followed Thorendo to the back of the room. Which actually, when you enter this room, it feels very weird because where you came from, the storefront is stock clean. There's marbled floor, walls, and the ceiling is also pure as light itself. It's all white, all very glossy, very not fancy looking, but absolutely clean. It's like hospital surgery room kind of clean. Like everything is stock white. Everything is just to show that they have been maintaining the entire status of the storefront, giving customer a sense of, well, this place is really clean and really neat. But back here, it's much more cozy, much more homey, if you know what I mean. You can see the floor is now made of full wood, and you can see the stonework, the rough stonework of the wall. It's actually very rough and still stoic like, but has a rustic feeling to it. And you can see what is supposed to be the ceiling or roof. It's actually intertwining vine of some sort, and you can actually see those vines. If you take a deep look at it, it's actually still, it's pulsating, if you know what I mean. It's sort of like it's reacting to some sort of heartbeat. And go ahead and make a Arcana check. Actually, either a Arcana or a Perception check.
Jack.
You have to beat a 12.
I got 18.
18. White.
19 total.
19, yeah. So whatever check that is, from your history, from your you recognize those kind of posing. It's not the vine itself is posing, the light is posing. This is a very familiar sight to you. You have this in your possession. These are the pulsing light of Alcott crystals. So as you enter, you can see in the middle of the room that you just enter, there's a fireplace, there's some armchairs and bookshelves on the wall, and there are decorations everywhere. It seems to be some sort of living room. However, now this living room has turned into, if you don't know any better, you would even say this is a morgue right now, because there are two unconscious body that's been laid out on a table. And you can see the same, the woman from the silent image is now actually in here, and it seems that she's casting some sort of spell with her eyes closed. You can see she has golden hair, golden blonde hair. When people say blonde hair, they're blonde, but this woman has golden hair. It's actually shimmering. You can see the firelight just reflects back at him. Not really they need this firelight, because there is a very luminescent ball of light in the middle of the room, making everything in this area, everything in this room is bright as day. And Aizen, you would actually know this spell. This is the daylight spell. And yeah, everything is as bright as the day itself. And you can see she's in the middle of casting a powerful spell. And Yolanda has not been woken up yet, but she is under good care. She's on other side on a what looks to be a makeshift bed or some sort, or maybe a guest bed, and she's laying there with shallow breath yet stabilized. And you can see while this elven woman is casting this spell, the wounds on Typhel's body is quickly being woven back. It's like some sort of, there's like light glowing from the inside of him, and those lights are slowly as a relative, but it is very quickly healed up and closing up all the wounds. And you can see as she's finishing casting the spell, Typhel just wakes up. If you want to know what that spell is, you're welcome to make a check. If you don't want to,
Okay. It's okay for now.
Can I make a
Yes.
check?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I would say this is a DC 25 or Arcana check.
Bruh. Okay, bye bye. I only have +3.
3.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
The DC is 25. So tell me what you roll. This is a very powerful and very
20.
20. So
20.
close. Okay.
Uh,
Eisen, do you want to roll? It's up to you.
Well, let's roll for it.
All right.
I got a 18.
18. 18 and a 20. Actually very good. However, this is a very powerful spell that you would not know for some time. But however, you do sense the radiant underneath all those radiant energy from a 20, most you can stay. There's still a bit of necromancy involved. This is some kind of resurrection spell that's way above your pay grade. But judging by the closed up wounds and the sort of healthy state from Typhel, this is working fabulously. And when this woman finished casting, she slowly comes back, and her eyes closed all in this entire time. And now when she opens it, it's like two suns just opens up towards the light, and then she blinks, and that radiant light that's almost searing off your skin is gone. But when you look at her eyes, irises are as golden as the purest gold you can ever get your hands on. And she goes and pats Typhel on the shoulder. "You're fine, Typhel, you're fine." Typhel replies, "Yolanda, is she alright?" "Well, Yolanda's alright, don't worry. She's here, still unconscious, but I put her to sleep. She will wake up naturally, and then she will... Do you want her to remember all this?" Gonna roll. That is a... Okay. No. Let her forget. This is too much on her. This is too much on her. Thank you, Thorendo. Don't thank me. Thank my wife. Thank these two kids right here. Without them, there would be no salvation for you. You would be dead. Thank you, travelers. I owe you my life, truly. Yes. Go ahead, say it out.
I just bow to him.
You bow to him.
Is it how it's work? I mean the word.
You bow. So you lower your upper half of your body as a bowing
Yeah.
motion. Okay. What? Oh, friend, and he extends a hand and push you back to your standing position. Why? Why are you bowing to me? I need to bow to you. You save my wife's life, and to some extent mine. I owe you. You don't owe me anything.
You also say first.
Well, I was trying to do my job. This has nothing to do with you. You have found what you have done what you've been asked to do. We asked you to find the cost of it. You did. And we do not ask much for you. You could have just walked away, and that would be the end of me. But you didn't. You stepped in. You intervened. You helped me. You helped my wife. For that, I owe you.
So I nod at him. Nod, just a nod.
Okay, you nod at him,
That's the best I can do.
and all right. Thorendo turns and looks at White. Kid, I put a massive hand over your shoulder. That hand engulfs half of your body. Seriously. So basically, that hand just basically puts it on your shoulder. Like there's just a small portion of the hand that is touching your shoulder. The rest of his hand goes ahead and wraps almost totally around your body, like he's gonna pick you up.
Oof.
Boy, are you all right?
Yeah, I suppose.
All right. So he well, let's make sure you are. And he go ahead and cast. Actually, he's going to cast 2 spells, and you can see his eyes shimmers for a bit, turns stock white, and then golden, like X-ray, just scanning from head to toe, scanning you, and then you can see, you can feel also a rush of energy from his hand extends and washes over your body. And well, it seems that you're fine. Just in case, just in case. Darling, could you? Yes, of course. And the elven woman snaps her finger, and a wash of warmth goes through you, and you are back at full hit points, and all the conditions that you're suffering is now gone, and you also have all your spell slots back. And all the abilities that you've used are all reset. Basically, you have just experienced the effect of a long rest. So go ahead and do so. Actually, Aizen, you also feel the same wave of energy. So both of you, you have now taken a long rest, as if you have taken a long rest. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that. Yeah. So that would be that. Thank you, dear. Of course. Well, 2 gentlemen, I do thank you, but if I recall correctly, there's still 2 more of your members. May I ask where they are?
I have to say, we lost him. We lost them. They just disappeared right
They
in the
disappeared.
tunnel, right before we go to find Typhel.
Can I have their names, please?
They're Alonia and Carlos. What's his
Carlos.
name? Carlos Rossini.
Rossini. That
Rossini.
he pronounced it as Rossini. I don't know.
Rossini.
Do you have their description, or do you have their pictures of some sort?
Carlos is
Picture.
a human fighter that he always use a one-hand weapons,
Okay.
sword, one-hand sword. fight.
He always carried 2 long shot, yeah, I suppose.
He carries 2 long shot, but he always use one only while in fighting. And Alonia is a ranger. That's all I know about her.
Okay. Actually, I would say, with prestidigitation, White is able to produce a illusory image of both Carlos and Elania. So just remember that prestidigitation is one of the best cantrips you have out there. It's very, very effective. Yeah, seriously. So use it well, especially when you don't want to clean yourself. Prestidigitation. Oh, it is the best. It is the best. I wish there's this spell, this cantrip exists in the real world. Just, I would pay anything. I would pay anything to get prestidigitation in the real world. Imagine you would never have to wash any dishes anymore. You don't have to shower. You don't have to wash dishes. You don't have to wash clothes. All you need to do is to have prestidigitation just there.
Never
you don't have-
finger.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about survival. You don't have to worry about lighting. You don't have to worry about anything.
It's designed for lazy people.
It's designed for lazy people. Yes, magic is for lazy people, and I love that. I absolutely adore it. And you never need wanted poster. You never needed any pictures taken. All you need to do is snap your finger, and you have like a illusory image of something. That's it. Done. Oh, I love this spell. I'm sorry. Favorite cantrip ever. Like even Eldritch Blast can go F off. Prestidigitation for life. Okay, so yeah, I would say you are able to produce the illusory image, and you can see this woman just focuses inwards, and she closes her eyes, focuses inwards, and then a powerful rush of arcane energy rushes off. She as the locust, and she opens her eyes now, completely white and radiating shining light. And they're fine for now. They're experiencing something unusual, to say the least. But they're fine. They're out of harm's way for now.
Thank you. Thank you.
They shall return. At least one will at least return at a later time. It's interesting. Do you know anything about something called DSE?
ESC?
Yeah, what do you know anything of that sort? It's strange. It says what I get is basically that this individual experiencing something called DSE. I'm not quite sure what that is. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Interesting.
What's that?
But I don't sense any life-threatening danger. So I believe it's fine.
Thank you.
Alright, so she turns, looks at Typhel, and take some rest, even though you're still under a lot of stress, especially that you've just returned to your corporeal form. Don't take anything too hard. You can stay it here as long as you like. You are a friend of ours. You can see Typhel just sighs deeply, just thinking of what just transpired. And you can see regret. You can see, not regrets, you can see remorse. You can see glad, feeling lucky. You can feel that he is extremely glad that he's alive, along with, well, alive, quote unquote alive, and with his wife. And he lets out a sign. This is way too much. I don't understand what happened, really. That creature's not supposed to be in the material plane. Anyway. Thank you, Thor. Thank you, Reyna. The woman nods. Reyna nods. Take a rest. And she turns, looks at you, looks at Thorendo. Let's leave the spaces for these two. Let's talk outside, shall we? Thorendo, yeah, sure. Let's. And you, they gesture you to move outside of the room, so back to where you came from, the counter. And do you follow suit? All right, go ahead. So you follow suit. They close the door behind them, and they turn, look at you two. Thorendo goes, well, I'm not sure what I can say more, but I truly believe that They mean what they said. Typhel means what he said. He is truly in your debt at this moment. Like he said, no, let me finish. Like he said, you could have walked away once you've discovered the hideout. You can walked away once you've seen Typhel in there, but you didn't. You followed him. You helped him the best of your ability. Almost lose all of you in there. But I'm still glad. I'm very glad that the two of you are alive, and so is Typhel for the moment, and Yolanda's. It is a miracle that Yolanda is still alive when we found her, and she remains that way, though unconscious, of course, but she remains alive until I've reached you. I was expecting a massacre in there, truth be told. Especially when I see the possession on you, and he gestured towards this young man here. I didn't think anything could be salvaged at that point. You surprised me, the both of you. Therefore, I do thank you for your service, but he turns to Eisen. I still remember you tried to cheat me on that day. Don't do that anymore, okay?
I'm sorry. I
You
would
better
never
be.
ever
You better be. Do it somewhere safe and secret, and nobody knows. Okay? It's like it's like robbing someone in front of the police station or something.
So sorry.
Yeah, you better be. You're welcome in my store again. Just you don't have a discount. He does. He points at White. He does. He did a valiant job. And oh, by the way, that tent of yours, I'm still working on it, but it should be finished in a week or two. All right. Do you have any?
Thank you.
Do you have any requirement on the design? I can do it for free for you. Do you want any kind of inscription? Do you want any kind of themed design around this thing? Or what not? I'll do it for free for you. Yeah, I usually charge extra. Reina, Thorendo Sai steps in. If you don't mind, would you let me design your magic item?
Oh, sure.
Of course. I'll make sure that it is as gorgeous as can be. She turns, and it is a pleasure to meet both of you, valiant heroes. You are a hero of Moonwood. She nods and goes back into the living quarter, which you assume is their home. Thorenda turns. Well, you're in luck. My wife usually don't do this kind of things anymore. Lucky guy. As for you, well, do you have anything you want in the store at the moment, or do you have any custom requests you would like? Of course, you still have to pay. Gesturing towards Eisen.
I know, but I need some rest.
Oh, you do. After all these things, though you're physically healed, you still do need to mentally restore yourself. So go to the tree. I believe Alexandria is going to be very delighted that business is going to return to usual. And, you being the guest, you know what? Go ahead and tell Alexander, the owner, the half elf. Tell him that you put the tab on me. All right, your tab, your stay is on my house. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, just tell them Tiderider sent you.
Okay.
All right, so that'll be it. If you do not wish to purchase or make a custom order in the general supplies, you can return to the tree where you can take a rest and resolve certain business. So if you want to do so, if you want to do something else, also tell me. At this moment, at least.
Yeah, let's get back to the tree.
All right, so the both of you returns to the tree, and this is going to be something that's new to both of you, but essential in a D&D campaign. So basically, we're going to enter a period of downtime. Basically, what that means is that you will no longer be participating in travel. You will not be participating in combat unless you decided to do something of that sort. Basically, you have a period of time where it is not exciting adventuring. It's just basically the characters doing their day-to-day things, having their day-to-day life in a certain area or areas, depending on where they want. So I would say, because the tent is going to be ready within a week or so, you can decide whether or not how long your downtime is going to be. You can make it so that the downtime would be over a period of 1 week, of 2 weeks, of a month, or longer if you want to stay longer. So it is totally up to you. Please discuss and then tell me how long you want the downtime to be.
Okay.
Please discuss.
Well, I'm okay with any time because I don't have much thing for waiting. I mean, I don't have things to wait, but I'm not in a hurry, so I can wait. I mean, you depends the time. Wait, if you're still not mad at me if you're
Oh, so you're saying this in character to White?
yeah.
Okay. White. Eisen said that you were mad at him. What do you reply?
No. I didn't mad at you. Just
Wait, really?
I feel very sorry for the thing I've done to you. Yeah.
So I feel sorry for you too, cause I could have done so much better in that case. Well, move on. Things move on. I guess yeah.
All right. So I would also say this: over this period of time, you have collected the rewards for the investigation. It is a wanted poster there. So you have, that would be a total of, let's see, you receive the payment of 350 gold pieces for killing the rats, investigating the reason, and found and destroyed the hive. So 350 gold pieces from that wanted poster.
Okay.
So go ahead and mark that down in your inventory. You can distribute it at a later time, but that's that. All right. So how long would the downtime be, ladies and gentlemen?
I mean, I will let Jade decide.
All right. So Jade, how long would White be in this town? So this town's basically the major story arc is over. The monster, or the reason behind the infestation, has been destroyed, and the town has returned to its peaceful former self. Travelers are coming in and out again. Shipment has been more punctual than ever. The dockmaster is happy, and your tent is still in the making, but it's going to be done within a week. So do you want to stay just for a week to gather your tent and then be on your way? Or do you want to wait longer to catch up with your emotional and mental states? Or what do you want to do?
Probably just wait for the 10.
And then you'll be on your way?
Yeah.
All right. So let's start. Who wants to start first? The downtime events. So you can do this individually, or you can do things together. So just tell me if you want to do something together, and then you would individually do something off the side. Just tell me, okay? So we can resolve individual events first. So who wants to go first? By the way, this is going to be roleplay heavy.
It's hard to decide who first based on the
You know what?
roleplay.
You know what? I am going to roll in.
Mhm.
I guess you were wrong.
Yeah, let's roll both of you, go ahead and roll on Owlbear a d20. Whoever roll the highest is going to decide who goes first. Oh, you know what? No.
D20.
Whoever rolls, go ahead. You know what? Go ahead and roll initiative.
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 Yeah, initiative. Roll initiative.
No.
So
No,
whoever
no,
gets
no.
the higher initiative is going to.
Oh.
Which, if I remember correctly, yeah, someone has like a advantage on an initiative.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Okay,
Yes.
I got
You got-
18.
18. Yeah. All right. So yeah, White, you're going to go first. So, what do you want to do in this week? So besides picking up the tent, that's something we'll resolve last. Anything else you would like to do before you move on to pick up your tent, which is going to be the final event?
Well, at the meantime, I can do some notes.
Yeah, go ahead and do note taking. White.
Hmm.
You think for a moment, I need to apologize thrice here. First, I need to apologize for not remembering the ability to possess someone. Needs to recharge on a d6, 6 on a d6. So that's the first apology I need to issue. The second apology I need to issue is that I have completely forgotten the blessing that White has received while he is investigating the altar, which has. It does say that you have resistance against necrotic damages, but also the second most important thing is that you have advantage against effect imposed by anything that is undead or evil aligned. So that is the second apology. Basically, none of what happened would happened after Typhel has been killed. He cannot possess. He cannot possess White. He cannot. But that's what happened. So we'll roll with it. But my apologies.
It's just okay.
Yeah.
Cause I
That's okay. I forgot this. So.
Yeah. So yeah. This is also a very important lesson to the both of you. If you receive something, take a very good notes of what you received, because as you have already seen, the DM is a human and humans make mistakes.
we can.
So, White, what do you want to do? That's the third time I asked you. Anything other than picking up the tent, you can, you can go into the woods, investigate further. You can meet some people, talk to Typhel, talk to Thorendo. You can purchase some more things. You can do some more custom orders, or if you want to forge a weapon, there's a smithy here. You can investigate more of the surrounding area. It's all up to you.
Oh, can I go to the main street? Here.
Main Street.
Where? Okay.
Here.
Yeah. So yeah. Sure. So this is basically the foodie street. So there's tents. There's some sort of carnival-esque establishments. There are different kind of food stall. There are also herb stalls that sells herbs that the herbalists have collected from nearby woods.
Can I do a performance there?
Yeah, sure. So is it a one-time thing, or gonna do it every single evening? So you can decide later. Rachel, can you hear me? Rachel.
No, she
She-
can't. She is in another room.
She's in another room. Oh, too bad. I was thinking. You say you're gonna perform. I'm gonna ask her. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna WhatsApp her and ask her to videotape your performance, so that we'll have
Oh,
a good
damn.
idea. Good idea on what White is going to perform.
No.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Don't you think it's a good idea?
No. Hey.
No. Wait.
Hey.
I'm gonna add Rachel right now.
No.
There.
At
Then
rate.
Aishan go to talk to a tree.
Me talk to a tree? I don't
Yeah.
prepare for that spell.
Oh no!
I got my-
Just change your number. Wait, you want to talk to the tree, Eisen?
No, I'm not.
Alright, we will resolve that later. No, seriously, we would like to see some performance just to spice things
Oh,
up.
no.
You know what? I'm gonna PM her a later date and ask her to do something for me. Just better
Bruh.
watch out, better not
Bruh.
cry. Anyways, bruh, I love to see it, bruh. Anyways, so you're gonna White is going to perform there, correct? Okay. For how long, or is it everyday thing before he can receive his tent, or one-time thing? Is he getting paid, or is he asking for payment? What is it?
Probably every evening, and he do this performance. Also, info the pay and the story about their team.
Okay, so basically a propaganda to promote, basically a promotion for the Warped. Hear me, hear ye. There's a new adventuring team in town called the Warped. They have done great deeds, great things. Come and join and see. He, something like that. All right, so basically you're performing the story of the Warped on what they've done, correct? Okay, so go ahead and roll a performance check, DC 20.
Hey. Natural one.
Did you roll a natural 1 on performance? Oh no! Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Let me think. What's gonna happen? So you're basically telling a story and having music as a background, correct? Okay. So do you what kind of instrument do you play?
And fruit.
Pan flute. So you're gonna have like a period of music, and then you sit down, talk, and then some music, and then talk, correct? So no, because it exists. This kind of performance exists. Right. So okay. Rachel, can you hear me? Is she putting on a speaker? Can you hear me, Rachel? She can't hear me. You must be wearing earphones, huh?
Yeah. Of course.
Unfortunate. And she's not returning my PM, unfortunately. Is she like dating her boyfriend or something? Jesus.
Oh no. Today. Small potato is also.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
So basically you skipped
Yeah.
us. So you skipped them to join us. How lovely. You skip Jesus Christ to join what's 30 years
Wait.
ago known as devil worshipping.
People worshipping.
Yeah, D&D back in the days, back when it first came out, it was devil worshipping.
Oh, okay.
The parents see it as devil worship. Just straight up
Wow.
devil worship. Right, cool. So, okay, so, as you are sitting down, you gather a crowd, you have your pan flute just singing beautiful songs. As you are, you play this beautiful tune just on in the end. Some beautiful tunes out, gathering crowd, and you sit down and hey yay, my dear friend. Now today we're gonna talk about the Warped, a victorious group of adventurers and travelers. And as you are gesturing, as you're performing, as you are having your speech, a bug just flies into your mouth. You eat it. People are down there start pointing at you like, "This stupid bug doesn't know how to speak. Jesus Christ." Oh, they don't have Jesus. Oh, mighty. These bards don't even know how to speak. Tell a story. People start laughing at you, pointing at you, and you just runs away in shame and agony. Yeah, you're now known as the stuttered bard in Moonwood. But people do now know about the Warped. This is a one-time thing. I mean, they're gonna forget about it someday. All right. Anything else you would like to do before you pick up your tent? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
I guess she's thinking.
You're thinking? I mean, it's very simple. All right, you know what? Take your time. We'll come back to you. Eisen. So, during this maybe a week or so of downtime, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I guess I will. I I go to Common Hall and take some jobs. I mean, jobs of collecting.
Of what?
Harvesting, collecting. What's that word?
So, foraging?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so you go ahead and take some jobs, you earn a few coins, and you know what? Let's roleplay a little. So, just another nice afternoon. You're in the nearby forest of Moonwood, and you just this time you're picking up some herbs. This time you're picking up some herbs on behalf of the physician in town, and you're just trying to make a buck or two before you leave this place, and you're in this surrounding area, which a few days ago gave you the utmost chill of the fright of the world, where you've seen undead creatures, you've seen all sorts of nasty thing that happened in here, and you merely escaped death. And while you're here, you suddenly feel that you are being watched. go ahead and make a investigation check or a nature check to your liking. DC 20.
A nature check.
Nature or investigation, your choice.
Hey, oh my god, I got it. 25. Nature check.
25. Okay, Jesus. Okay, 25 nature check. You look around, you see the woods around you. You can see what you love so much about nature, the bright greenery, the scenery of the nature itself, the waters, the sound of wind, and you see something up in the trees that doesn't seem natural to you. It seems like everything around it, all the leaves, all the barks, they're moving under the wind. That particular place does not. And do you look at it?
Yeah.
So you just stare at it.
Slowly walk close.
Slowly walk close. And okay. And suddenly you hear in the back of your head, "What are you doing, my kin, my kin, my kin?"
What is that?
You hear a voice from the back of your head just say, inside your mind basically, "What are you doing, my kin?"
Kin.
Kin, K-I-N, kin.
What was that?
You better check the dictionary then.
I'm trying. I'm doing. Relatives?
What are you doing, my kin?
So I turn back.
You turn back.
I look
That
behind
voice
me.
comes from your mind. It's not something. It's not physically from behind you. It is from the back of your head, which is inside your mind. Basically, it means. So someone or something is not talking physically, but talking to you mentally. Is communicating to you mentally.
Well, I just look around. I mean,
You don't have to look around. You know precisely what is wrong in this place because of your connection to the nature. And you can sense or you can feel that there's something up on that tree and it's perceiving you.
this tree. Okay. I will say greetings.
Greetings, okay. Greetings to you too, my kin. You haven't answered my question. What are you doing?
I was just collecting some herbs. Something is around.
Okay,
Things
as you say this, you can see there's a shift of movement, a slight bend of light, and then this somewhat of a shape just swiftly moves towards you from the spot you clocked it earlier on, and coming out from a camouflage state is a small, almost tiny dragon-like creature with what you can only describe as wings made of plants. This dragon-like creature, the entirety of the body is almost like camouflaged. It's different shades of green and brown mixed together, and it has 2 wings on its back and 4 hind legs. And basically, the wing looks like it is weaved from foliage, from different kinds of leaves into a pair of wings, and the claws of this creature are made of thorns from like plants, and you can see that it has beautiful green eyes on one side and then a beautiful dark brown iris on the other, and there's a little horns sticking out of it like little tree branch, and there's a tiny little bud, like a flower bud, in the very in between those horns, just situated in the center of its head, basically. And you can hear in your mind, well, I was wondering if you were harming the forest, but I can feel nature surrounds you. And this creature slowly maneuvers around you in a clockwise position. So basically, it's circling you from in front of you, and then it circles in a clockwise position to the back, and then circle all the way back to your front again. And if you don't mind, go ahead and roll either a nature check or a arcana check to determine what this creature is.
I will roll a nature check.
Go
I got
ahead.
a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You know what this creature is, though you have not seen this variant of this kind of creature. This is known as a pseudo dragon. This is basically a
Pseudo-dragon.
tiny dragon, dragonoid, that is with the name dragon, but it's extremely I wouldn't say weak, but compared to what dragons, like true dragon is, they are very relatively weak. They are known to mostly play tricks inside the forest to travelers that stumble into their territory, but they're most of the time they're mostly harmless with a bit of poison, depending on where they reside. But overall, they are generally a neutral creature that lives and protects the forest and the territory that they are in.
Oh.
And you also know that these pseudo dragons, if curious enough and with a kind enough attitude towards them, could very likely become a companion of sort.
I guess I'll just scratch down first.
What?
Crouch down.
Okay, so you crouch. So basically, you lower your altitude to the same level of this pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Remember, pseudo dragon usually, if you look up a pseudo dragon stat blocks, usually they're not that intelligent and not that wise. But this is a homebrew pseudo dragon, so don't treat it as a small cat or dog. It's treated as like a normal human adult or teenager at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you going to do?
I'm actually no.
It's up to you. You're the storyteller, you're the story bringer. Just remember, whatever you do, there's always a consequence, good or bad.
Slowly reach out my hand.
Okay. Palm up or back up?
Back up.
Back up, okay. Reach out a hand towards it. Do you say anything at the meantime?
No.
Okay, so you just stick your hand in front of it.
I'm trying to pet it.
You're trying to pet it.
Yeah.
Okay. She okay, yeah. So she she retracts. What are you doing, my kid?
I'm trying to be friend.
Treat me like a friend. Don't treat me like a pet.
Sorry.
You should be. You should be. And she's still looking at you. The curiosity is still there, but you can see that she's not really happy about what you just tried to do. So, do you know anything about giant rats? Rats.
Rats?
Yes.
The rats?
I live in the forest, and one day suddenly there are rats everywhere. I was scared. One I can handle. There are too many of them. But then, a few days ago, they were all gone. Do you know what happened? Sorry.
I'm not gonna say I know a lot, but I know something. There's a aberration in the near town that's make all the mess up.
Okay, so basically, Eisen, I'm gonna say Eisen converts the entirety of the event, to her.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mention what you did?
Nope.
No. So you just gives her all the facts.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Um. Okay. She listens to it. You can see she's extremely curious about the entire events. But not like in a very concerned way, but in a this is a good story way. So you converse the entirety of the event transpired in the past few days, and yeah. Oh wow, I can believe it. Well, so does that mean I have you to thank for saving my forest?
Eh?
Hello?
What was that?
Oh dear, you didn't hear a thing, did you?
I just my network.
Okay. She said, so I have you and your friend to thank for saving my forest. Is that so?
I mean, we did not mean to do that, but I appreciate, I guess.
Yeah, you can see she looks around, struggles a bit. I've been here for a long time. It's nice protecting the forests. But sometimes I feel like I want to see the outside world more. She looks at you. If I were to travel with you, will you protect me?
I will try my best,
Okay.
and I would love to.
Okay. Do you mean it when you say this?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Actually, I'm gonna say with advantage.
Advantage. Aha! 13.
13. She looks at you, and you swear to God, you can see that reptilian mouth of hers just produced a smile. Well, then, I shall call you my companion from this day on. Congratulations, you have earned yourself a pseudo dragon sidekick. Sidekick is actually, it's not a familiar. Sidekick is actually basically a watered down character, a watered down PC. So if you go ahead and look at if I remember correctly, Tarshar's Cauldron of Everything, there's a section all about sidekick. And basically you can turn a CR 1/2 monster into a sidekick that can level up alongside with the PCs. Though it cannot do as many things as the PC does, it is a great help. And, I deem that you would need some help in the following upcoming adventure due to a horrifying thing called HKDSE. So, yeah. And the best thing about it, this sidekick can either be played by one player, by all players, or by the DM. So I would leave it to you. So I would say that this sidekick is now in both of yours hands. So please go ahead and go to Tasha's Cauldron of Everything and read the sidekick section so that you have a better understanding on how sidekick works. And also please inform me which profession the sidekick would take up. I believe there are 3. I believe there's the expert, there's also the spell casting class, and then there's the fighter, which is the martial class. So after the both of you have read through and discussed the mounts yourself, tell me what you want this sidekick to be, and then I will procure a relative stat sheets for this character. It is do you want to name it, or do you want me to give you a name?
Give me a name.
Okay. You see her goes, I do not have a name that is given to me, but the creature around this place calls me Lady. You can also call me Lady.
Lady?
Lady. Lady. Lady.
Okay, Lady. Nice to meet you, Lady.
Nice to meet you. What is your name?
I'm Eisen.
And your companion's white, correct?
Yeah.
Lovely. I cannot wait to meet the both of them. Right, so congratulations. You have just found a new party member. Ta-da! Right.
What?
So
Ta-da.
So go ahead. I would ask the both of you after this session, go ahead and go on D&D Beyond and read the sidekick session and tell me how you want to build this sidekick lady. Okay?
Sidekick.
Sidekick. Sidekick. Sidekick. In the book that is named Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, if I remember correctly. So basically TCE. So you can read it later. You can read it a later on date. But if you don't have anything else you would like to do, if you have anything else you would like to do, Eisen, please let me know.
You mean the downtime?
Yeah, downtime. So I would say this is like the second or the third day that is before you leave or move on to a next leg of your adventure.
I guess I will.
And actually, if I remember correctly, you have made a few potions of healing, right?
Yeah.
Did you add that to your inventory?
I did.
Yeah, why didn't you use any of them?
You mean in the battle?
Yeah.
It cost me an action, isn't it?
No, drinking potion is a bonus action. This is a house rule, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, I actually have it on my notes. Like, I have a template for my good notes. It actually says third B action to drink potion. So bonus action to drink potion.
I
So
should
if I
have
did not
known
if
that.
I did
Oh,
not
yeah.
communicate that well enough, that's on me. I do apologize for that. That's the fourth apology I've issued this.
Well, I
evening.
feel like you said it before, but yeah, I'm just
You didn't
forgetting.
pay attention, did you?
I'm just forgetting things.
Yeah, that's why you have a big fucking bold letter telling you what house rules you have.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously, I can send you the template. It's like freaking roll initiative first. The second one is attack roll 5 to 6, then AC damn roll +1, 7, 8, 2, 9 higher 3, and B action to drink potion. Even if I have that in front of my face, I still forget stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So don't push too hard on yourself. It happens. Anyways, so anything else you would like to do? You can also gather more ingredient to create more potions if you really want to do that. And you can actually also infuse the Alcott crystals you have. It now has a very complicated system to do so, but I'm working on the details of it. It's now in the fourth edition, the Alcott crystals, on how to infuse it, how to utilize it in magical devices. But I'm trying my best. Okay, so I'll let you know as soon as I have it finalized. Let's say I'm changing my mind a lot. All right, so that would be that for Eisen. I would say if you want to make some potions, go ahead and roll some rolls. I would say a DC 15 to make a potion of healing, DC 25 to make a potion of greater healing. So go ahead and roll those. I would say during those days you would at max collect ingredients for I would say either for 2 potions of greater healing or 5 potions of healing. So if you roll 2 25s or above, then you need to stop rolling. And if you roll 1, then you can roll maybe 3 more times. So just go ahead and do so.
So D20.
So basically D20 and then add your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
Is that so? Yeah.
I rolled 2. So I got a 19 and a 9.
Let's see. What do you add? Let's see. Herbalism kit. What do you add? Like proficiency? Do you add like medicine or? I would say. Did I set a bar? Before.
Ah?
Yeah. So did I set like what do you add to your roll for this?
Proficiency bonus?
But then what else did I say?
Nothing else.
Nothing else?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right, does it?
A bit.
I would say this is a intelligence based. So go ahead and add roll a d20, add your intelligence modifier, and then add your proficiency bonus. So +6, basically. Okay, first row.
11
11.
total.
Okay, second row.
17.
17. So you have 1 potion of healing. Go ahead and third row.
This is a 23.
23. I did set the bar at 25, so that would be another potion of healing. Go ahead, fourth row.
A 10.
A 10. Okay, last row.
A 25.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate because you've already wasted too much. So, yeah, unfortunately, you also got another. So you have 3 potions of healing, correct?
Yeah.
Including the last one. So, yeah. So you have add 3 potions of healing to your inventory. If you want to share it amongst your group, you're welcome to do so at a later time. If there's nothing else, is there anything else you would like to do, Eisen?
No.
All right. If so, I would go back to White. White. Before you have your tent, what else would you like to do? If not, we can go straight to the tent. White, you have to answer me. White. What do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
Go back to the street and one more performance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try your luck? Okay, go ahead and roll. Because you I would say because you effed up so badly last time, this time the DC would be 25. So go ahead and roll a performance check and tell me what you get.
Wait.
What you get?
22.
22. Okay. You're not getting rid of the name, the Stutter Bard, but your performance is enthralling enough for people to say it as a kind, jokingly way. So now you are the loving stuttered bard of Moonwood. All right, people will remember you as this. All right, so if there's nothing else, we will move on to the tent. All right, so you receive one day when you after your performance, you gather up your things and you're on your way back to the tree. You're just about to turn, and you hear in your mind Thorendo's voice. My dear customer, your custom ordered weapon. Your custom ordered item has been created and waiting for you to pick that up. It is the evening. Maybe the sun is rapidly closing down. It's late evening. Would you like to go to the general supply? White.
Yeah.
All right. So you move along the main road and make a right turn, and there it is, General Supply. As normal as ever and as fantastical as ever once you entered the doorway. And there, behind the counter, awaits is Thorendo Seflion, the shopkeeper and owner of General Supply. And in front of him on the counter, there is what seems to be a rectangular shape underneath a velvet cloth. And, well, greetings, my dear sir. Well, the item that you've ordered us to craft for you is now complete. Would you like to check it out?
Yeah. And
Alright.
so I go to check my tent.
Okay, so you pull off the velvet and reveal the item underneath. It is a 1 feet thick, so 1 feet tall by 6 feet wide by a 5 feet thick box. So it's a hefty box, basically. So it's a elongated box, basically. So and you can see this box is intricately crafted. It's beautifully made, beautifully made. And you can see there is actually a different kind on the very top of this box, and you can see. One moment. You can see on the top of this box in a golden trimmed line. You can see that this thing, a dragon's head's image has been intricately carved into the very top of this darkened wood that is used to craft the box itself. And the side of it also has engravings of shimmering gold and silver color, and you can see that they actually change color as you look at it when time passes. And there is a some sort of locking mechanism on this box, and you can easily pull it open. So do you open it?
Yeah, I open it.
All right, so you open it and you see there's actually a lot of supplies for a tent. that can be set up here. And Thorendo says, "Oh well, we better try it out in a better space." And he gestures you to walk backwards into, now that you turn around, all the racks that should have been near you is now pushed away and further extended, and there is a area of clearance that you can try out your newly acquired equipment. And he said, "This is our latest creation, nice portable homestead for your everyday traveling need, and you have everything you need to set up a tent manually inside this extravagant box that is handcrafted by me and engraved by my wife, Enchanted, as well." And he goes and basically shows you how to do it. So basically, this thing, he says, "Well, you can basically, there are 2 activation mode for this intricate box. You can, of course, set it up like a normal person, a normal traveler that you would set it up." And he quickly assembles the tent, and you can see there's this beautiful traditional not triangular, it's actually this is a pentagon design. There is like it's like those kind of tent you would see that is a little bit more luxurious. It stands about it basically occupies a 5x5 cube, 5x5x5 cube in this area, and there's intricate carving. You can see there's gold, and similar to the box itself, there are golden engravings all surrounding the entirety of the tent itself once it is assembled. Basically, you can assemble it by hand. However, if you feel like you're a little bit too tired, you can utter the magical command for this tent to automatically assemble itself. And you can set it at a later time. You just need to tell me before you leave. And, well, let's go in and see, shall we? And he pulls aside the door cloth that is protecting the interiors of the tent, and do you step through? You cannot really see into it. There's nothing there. There's like when the cloth is pulled aside, or what should be the interior of the tent is actually blocked by a colorful, shimmering plane of fog, mist-esque material. But you pass your hands through it. It doesn't feel like anything. If you really want to describe it, it's like pressing your hand into a thick cloud. That's basically the sensation of it. So do you enter? All right, so you enter. I would have to ask you to describe to me how you would like the tent's interior looks like.
Hold on, I feel like I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's too bad. Well then, basically, things happen and you're gonna move on to the next. I'm going to have you listen to the recording, but okay. Farewell.
Okay.
Fare thee well.
So, good night to Fox, and good afternoon, I guess, to White.
Yeah, after.
Afternoon to Jade.
Well, see ya.
See ya, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. So White, fortunately, this is the very last part of it. So tell me, what do you want the interior of the tent looks like?
It can be anything.
It can be anything that you would want it to be. So what does White picture before he steps through the boundary of the tent? Like, what does he want the interior looks like at that moment? Just give me a general description, and then I'll work from there. White.
I'm thinking about it.
All right. You need to be quicker.
Uh,
Just generally, what do you think it looks like?
Twilight Mountain Hill.
Twilight Mountain Hue. Unfortunately, I have not watched Twilight, so I'm not quite sure how that looks, but I will try my best. So it's a
No. I mean sunset. Yeah.
Okay, sunset. So basically, when White steps in, he see a cottage of some sort that the windows just so happens to overlook the sunset, and you can see the sun just slowly drifts back in the mountain, and then the orange glow doesn't fade away as you see another sun sets again at the same place. Slowly drifts like a 5-minute loop. Do you know that kind of like a Windows protector kind of loop? It just the sunset keeps going on and on and on. It keeps setting every 5 minutes basically, and you can see there's comfortable chairs inside. The space that the space that you have inside is basically a 20 feet cube.
Oh.
So basically, it's like a 20-foot cube from all sides, and the cottage itself, it's very warm, very welcoming, very comfortable, and you can see there is a fireplace. There is a fireplace with no fire at the moment, but you can see there is a small table to the side of a corner, and you can see there are various of chairs. You can see there are 2 beds at a that is situated at a very far back of the cottage. And you can see that just right across from the fireplace is the window with the everlasting sunset. And you can see the bed looks extremely comfortable at this moment. And you can see that actually above those beds, there's another story. There's another story that if you want to, you think, oh, it looks like that place can fit in bed or 2, and then you blink, White blinks, and then there's 2 beds, and then a shelf up there with a ladder attached to it that was previously not there. And then you look back as Theodore steps through the boundary of the tent, and you turn back and you see instead of 2 beds up top, there's now 1 giant bed at the bottom. And then 2 beds up top on the shelf instead of 2 beds at the bottom as well. And you can see that the armchair that was situated in a corner next to a fireplace now gets way much bigger. And if you take a closer look, it's actually the size of a massive Goliath, just like Thorendo, who just steps into the boundary. So basically, this is the cottage. This is the inside of a tent, and you can fit comfortably 7 medium-sized or smaller creatures. And the interior design can be altered every time the tent is being set up, but always provide enough furnitures for like chairs, tables, beds, all those kind of things for the maximum amount of creatures the space can fit. And it's always changing if you really need it. It's basically like the that particular room in Harry Potter where everything you need can be accommodated. I don't remember what that room is called.
Is that, I mean, in Harry Potter, there's way called Ma Yin Sat.
Yeah, that one. I don't remember the English. I don't remember the English. So yeah, basically this tent would fulfill all needs. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, White, I have added a into your equipment the homestead of expansion. So you can have a full description of the entirety of the thing, what it does, what it requires, all the things that you can do, all the things that you can't do. It's all inside this homebrew item, okay? So take your time and read through it when you have the time. And I am going to jump forward to when you're about to leave. Yeah, so unfortunately. Oh, room of requirement. Okay, cool. So basically that room of requirement. That's what it called. Okay, so cool. Okay, so we jump forward in time as all kinds of things are settled, the debts have been paid, and remind me to tell Eisen that you know what, I'm going to write that down. Eisen, because he picks up a few more jobs, is going to add 100 more gold pieces into his inventory. Okay, have that in my notes. So because of all the odd quests and jobs that he gets from the common hall, and so before you go, Typhel asks you to, the two of you, to join a dinner hosted by him, of course, and Yolanda, in his dwelling, and the four of you sits, drinks, eats, and have chat. And before you leave, Typhel says to Eisen, and to you, I could not thank you enough for all that you have done, not only for Moonwood, but also for me and Yolanda. And he looks towards Yolanda, who have a somewhat glad, delightful, and also apologetic look on her face. And he said, I cannot thank you enough, and this is the only thing I can give you. And he goes over to Eisen and to you, and he start casting some sort of ritualistic spell. Do you resist the effect of this spell? Wait.
No.
Okay.
I think.
All right. So Eisen will also choose not to resist, and after some time, the spell is done. It has been cast, and you can feel something branded. And you look on your left hand. On the back of your left hand, there's a intricate branding of some sort that is written in runes. It's almost like a line of runes drawn into this symbol, and then it vanishes onto the back of your hand. And this is a symbol for my organization that I've worked together for quite some time. They have a very important friend of my mentor, and a very important person of power of this organization in the city of Lytton, which is a few days' travel from here. And if you ever passed Lytton and you're looking for whatever oddities, if you're looking for jobs, if you're looking for assistance, if you're looking for knowledge, just go to the street with the smell of bread and find the building 17. And there you shall find this mentor and overseer of this organization. And that would be the final words of Typhel before you waves off to Typhel and the rest of the members of Moonwood, and to set off to the next leg of your adventure, whether it be to a city, to the desolate wasteland, or to whatever lies ahead of your travel. That would be the end of tonight's episode. Thank you very much for coming back and joining this session, and I'm sad and happy to announce that Moonwood's adventure has now come to a close. We might see it sometime in the future, we never know, but for now, it is complete. The story arc in Moonwood has been completed. Yay! But yeah, so if you look at the map, the city Lytton that has been mentioned by Typhel is actually right here, next to Moonwood, about 3 to 4 days of travel, depending on how fast you want to walk. But yeah, basically that's that. And yeah, Moonwood's adventure, that was a thrilling ride, but I hope you enjoy the adventures that I've prepared for you, and there's much more to come, and let's see how well I can railroad you guys, or how well you can derail me and make me improvise everything on the spot. Well, that's that. Thank you very much for joining. If you have any questions, again, go ahead. Don't hesitate to WhatsApp me or whatnot. Ways to find me, many ways to find me. And if you have a friend that you would like to invite to the game, please let me know, and please let me talk to the friend of yours, if there is a one indeed, and we will see how this goes. All right, thank you very much, Jade. Thank you very, very much. I hope you like it, and please do not hesitate to tell me that if you don't like certain elements or certain part of the story, or the entire story is boring for you, you want more combat, you want more role-playing.
No.
Whatever you like, please let me know so that I can adjust accordingly. This is a game for everyone. This is a game that we create together, not just me doing the talking and that's it, okay? So let me know if you want to change anything, or if you want to enhance or keep something that you like a lot. Just let me know. All right.
Okay.
Anything you would like to ask? If not, that would be the end of today.
No. And
All right. So I am always open for talks if you want to find me.
okay.
So yeah, cool. Thank you. And if you have any other feedback you feel like you want me to know, just go ahead and WhatsApp me. Okay. All right. Good afternoon to you. Good night to me. And
Good night.
yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, I guess. All right.